How's it going, everybody? It is your boy, the one and only Chaos Gamer, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Academia. They're trying to get you in jail, Impact. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at all the 3 ladies that are going to be introduced into the game. Plus, we're going to be looking at the support memories that are going to be featured throughout this celebration and everything else. So, with that being said, let us not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. But real quick, I do want to let you guys know that Uraraka is most likely going to be the unit that you are going to need for Climax Battle. If you guys didn't know or you didn't watch my last video, it has been confirmed that All For One's Climax Battle is returning. So we already know how that whole ish goes. But for those of you that don't know, basically with All For One, if you don't have the unit that you need for All For One, just for using it last time, because we know with Shoto, he was basically the most effective character for All For One. If you probably don't have this Uraraka, you are going to need God by your side, because that boss fight is so hard. It's insane to me. So with how insane All For One's going to be, I'm assuming just right off the bat that Uraraka is going to be very good as a character. So with that being said, let us get started with the video. So the first character we're going to be looking at is Uraraka. Let's take a look at her kit and see what she's able to do. Also, if you guys didn't know, she is a yellow character. So the plus ultra skill, which is the gravity water gun, deals 650% damage to a single opponent, decreases the opponent's defense by 30% for 3 turns, also restores HP of all allies by 30%. Now this is, I would say, I don't know if I want to say good or alright. The reason why I'm saying that is that it could be good is if Uraraka has a static. If she has a static, that'll be perfect for her. And if you guys don't know, a static means that her plus ultra gauge refill rate is going to be going up even faster. Like how Bakugo could get his plus ultra every 2 turns. If she has something like that, that will make this good. And another thing that will make her good is that her defensive drop will be on all allies, just not one ally. But let us keep going with her and see how she's going to fare. Next, we have the first action skill, which is going to be the gravity blow. Deals 350% damage to a single opponent. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 35%. There we go right there. So she's going to be getting her plus ultra gauge fast. Reduces action skill cooldown time of all allies by 1 when using a 6-second or later successfully executed chain. So you want to use this as the last skill chain, because if you what am I trying to say? If you do use it as the last skill chain, you're going to get this skill in 4 turns rather than the initial 5 turns, which is good. You know, 4 turns is faster than 5, but imagine if it was 2 turns. Oh my god, you will get this every 3 turns, and then bam, you're getting her plus ultra gauge faster, which you're going to be restoring your HP even faster. Now, the second arching skill, which is try again, gives all allies the ability to evade 1 time, gives all allies the ability to nullify status ailments 2 times, and increases match HP of all allies by 30% for 3 turns, and the cooldown is for 6 turns. Now, I don't know how effective is the match HP by all allies by 30% is going to be, because again, if she is going to get her plus ultra gauge fast, then that's going to make a big difference, and it's going to be like, wow, your guys are never going to die. So it looks like Uraraka doesn't really have nothing crazy in her kit. So I want to see, is All For One just going to one-shot you or something like that? Because that's what it's looking like so far, because she's healing, she's increasing your HP, she's boosting her own plus ultra gauge, she's boosting health. So I'm just assuming that literally if you don't heal, you die. That's how it's going to work. So her first auto skill, which is the Warm Heart, increases speed of all allies by 25% when character is immune to status ailments. Regenerates HP of all allies by 10% for 3 turns when the battle starts. So she's already regenerating HP before she even gets to activate her plus ultra, which is good right there. That's good, you know, at least you get that HP. But I wish it was regenerates HP from the 3rd turn onward or the 2nd turn onward, because the 1st turn you're not going to take damage because you're literally just starting the battle, so that effect isn't really that good. So if it was like from the 2nd turn onward, that would make it perfect right there, because let's say All For One hits you hard, you would be able to restore 10% HP. Now mind you, that is not a lot, but still you're restoring HP, which is better than not restoring HP. Next we have a second auto, I can't speak today, man. The second auto skill, which is Great Go-Getter Attitude, increases skill impact of all allies by 30% when character is immune to a status ailment. That's good right there. Also increases character plus ultra gauge by 20% every time they have the ability to evade. So if you activate her, basically her second action skill is going to be activating both these auto skills, which both these auto skills are good, especially the second one right here. That's insane. Every time when a character is immune to status ailment, every character on your team is going to be getting a 30% plus ultra, not plus ultra, sorry, action skill boost, and you're going to be hitting All For One even harder. So that's gonna be insane right there. Now we got her art right here. So this is her unawakened art, and this is her awakened art. If you want my thoughts on it, go check out the other video, because if I say it here, most likely the people that are going to take me somewhere are going to most likely watch both videos and be like, oh my god, you know, we gotta get this man right here, or it's literally he's going to be spreading these comments even further to these younger women. Anyways, next character, Jiro, who's going to be featured on the banner. She is a green character. Let's take a look at her kit and see, hopefully, if she's good. So her plus ultra skill, which is the earphone jack, it deals 500% damage to a single opponent. Medium chance, 35%, of confusing the opponents for 2 turns. I said opponents, my bad. Opponents. So, I mean, I wish it was all opponents. If it was all opponents, that would make her good. But it's only like 1 opponent. So, I mean... let's say all for one needs to be confused, I guess, and this girl could tank them. By all means, go ahead. But besides that, her first action skill, which is the Twin Showers, deals 300% damage to a single opponent. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 25% when used in a successfully executed skill chain. Skill impact is increased by 30% if the opponent is a LBL type character, and the cooldown is for 4 turns. I don't like that they're... I mean... you mostly want to use her against green, not green characters, sorry, against blue characters. So it does make sense why they gave her that restriction. But what if she's like my only character and I want her to do that extra damage? Wouldn't it make sense to just have that unrestricted than restricted? Mind you, again, she is an SR character, so they're not trying to make her as good as a UR character. So they're trying to give her those restrictions, which makes sense. Even though it sucks, it makes sense. So now that you guys know that if you are going up against a blue type character, because ABL is blue, you'll be able to do 30% more damage, so that'll be basically 330% damage. Next, her second action skill, which is the stereo speakers, deals 250% damage to all opponents. Low chance, which is 15% of confusing the opponent for 2 turns. Increases skill impact by 30% if there are any ABL type opponents, and the cooldown is for 5 turns. So her damage is going to increase to 280%, and you do have a chance of confusing every single opponent. Now, for Ultra Arena, if you're just starting the game, that is good right there, because, you know, you want to confuse everybody, and you want to make sure everybody is not doing anything, because that's what confusion does. It basically makes the character not do anything for the amount of turns that the confusion is on for. But at the end of the day, you know, again, if they have an ABL enemy, you're going to do more damage. If you don't, then you're not going to do that much damage. But, you know, that's why you have other characters on the team to help you do that damage. Like, let's say, for example, I have Bakugo, Anniversary of Bakugo. I love giving him as an example because he's like the definition of power. And I have Jiro on the team. I'm going to try to confuse the enemy, and if I do, she's not going to do the damage, but she's going to confuse the enemy. I can have Bakugo just literally do all the damage I need him to do, and basically one-shot. Actually, now that I think about it, with this Jiro, if you can learn your confusions, she wouldn't be that bad for the auto team, but again, it's 15% chance. I don't know if you guys want to take your luck stat for that level, but you got to see. Next, we got our first auto skill, which is Discord. Hey, shout out to the Discord, man. The #1 most used gamer app. I could be wrong. You guys let me know, but I feel like it is. Decreases skill impact of all ABL type opponents by 20% for 3 turns when the battle starts. Increases chance of all ABL type opponents getting confused. Wow. Okay, that's good right there. It's good, but it depends. Because if the boss is able to nullify confusion for the whole battle and the enemies that they are with as well, then that kind of sorts a problem to where then she's utterly useless. But the fact that she is decreasing damage from blue types, that is good right there. Now, what would have made her better is that if it was unconditional. Instead of 3 turns, it was just the whole time. That would have been crazy right there. She would have been like one of the best SRs you could have used in the game. But since it's restricted to 3 turns, you mainly want to use her on like just some quick event that you could beat super fast. Then her second auto skill, which is Detect the Situation, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 25% when the battle starts. Reduces character's action skill cooldown time by 1 every 3 turns up to 2 times. That's alright. Again, if it was 2, it would be better, but again, it's whatever. Just being able to reduce cooldown time, it's alright. So this is her unawakened art right here, and then this is her awakened art right here. Her awakened art looks very good, and her unawakened art, it looks nice. I'm just gonna leave it like that, because if I go over any more comments... Yayaoruzu, the free-to-play character that we are going to be getting. She is a blue-type character. Again, another blue-type free-to-play character. We literally got this like 2 months ago with our boy Gran Torino. He was a blue-type character, and now we're getting another one. I wish they would switch it up. Like, hello, game, please. I'm tired of getting these free-to-play characters that are almost like the same typing. So our plus ultra skill, which is the Splash Snipe, deals 500% damage to a single opponent. This skill's critical hit rate increases by 30% when character speed is increased. This skill gains Bullseye when the opponent's speed is decreased. So, Bullseye, I don't remember what it was. I think the last character that had Bullseye, was it All Might? No, it wasn't All Might. I don't think it was All Might. So, Bullseye is attacks will never miss. Now, let me make sure real quick if All Might does have that ability. I think he does. I don't remember, but I do think All Might was the one that introduced his ability in the first place. The blue All Might right here, Silver Age All Might. Let's see. I'm just gonna read his kit as fast as possible. It should be... No, I don't think this All Might does have it. Is it his plus ultra? No, it's not his plus ultra. Okay, so I thought of the wrong character unless I am just missing it. But yeah, All Might wasn't the one that introduced Bullseye. If you guys want to let me know who introduced Bullseye, by all means, please let me know. I am open to all types of information in the comment section below. So she's basically never gonna miss her attack. So let's say if you're facing an enemy that has evasion, the evasion doesn't work. You're basically gonna be hitting it all the time. Her first action skill, which is Splash Snipe. Again, they like to copy the same name for free-to-play characters majority of the time, and some SR characters. Deals 300% damage to a single opponent. Decreases the opponent's speed by 20% for 3 turns. Increases character skill impact by 30% when speed is increased, and the cooldown is for 3 turns. That's good right there, the cooldown time, because you're basically going to be seeing this skill a lot. And decreasing the opponent's speed by 20%, that's usually, unless you're facing Ultra Arena and you're hitting all enemies with that, that's alrightish. Unless the enemy is like literally super fast and you have no choice but to use this Yayaoruzu. But I think there's URs that are better than that. Her action skill, which is Anticipation, increases speed of all allies by 20% for 3 turns. Lowers chance of getting burned for 3 turns. Also increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 30% when used in a successfully executed skill chain. The cooldown is for 5 turns. What? Also increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 30%. What? Bro, your whole team is gonna have plus ultras then by the end of that turn then. Because if the cooldown is for 5 turns, I activated the first turn, then the next turn, I'm going to activate my plus ultras again. Already, with her, you're getting 30% when you have all of them activated. Another 30%, that's 60%. Then you're getting another 30% on the next turn. Plus, if your character does have plus ultra gauge on their action skills or their auto skills, you're gonna get a plus ultra by like the 3rd turn, or maybe even the 2nd. Say example Bakugo, he's gonna get it on the 2nd turn. This 2nd action skill is actually very good. Oh my god. Just that effect right there is awesome. I think Yayaoruzu might be an actually good free-to-play character, guys. Oh god. Her first auto skill, which is the Plentiful Reserves, increases critical hit rate of all allies UA high class 1A characters by 10%. Once per battle, restores HP of all allies by 20% when HP is below 50%. Okay, that one's actually kind of good right there. Let's say I pair up, again, I pair up with Bakugo, she's just going to increase his critical hit rate. Her second auto skill, which is the Extensive Knowledge, when character has a lower chance of burning, increases critical hit rate of all allies by 10% and critical skill impact by 20%. Wow. I think this Momo is going to be an alright character, guys. She's going to be like one of the good free-to-play characters. You guys let me know, is she like one of the best or is she not? I feel like the second action skill right here might make her one of the best because of that. Damn, that's insane. And then this is her R right here, her Unawakened R, and then her Awakened R. Momo is one of my like favorite designed female characters, and the fact that I'm seeing her like this is questioning my whole existence. Oh shit. Let's take a look at the UR support memory that is going to be featured on the banner. Let's start with level 1 because that's where everybody's going to have it. Unless it's very good, then people are going to use their free-to-play UR memory substitution items and then just max it out. So her auto skill, which is the only skill she has, increases characters' max HP by 20%. If there are any female characters on the team, increases speed of all ally UA high students by 10%. Reduces action skill cooldown time of all allies by 1 every 3 turns up to 2 times. This sounds alright. The increase in speed is going to be good, especially when you max it out, I bet. So let's take a look right here. Nothing increases. 2-star. Did anything increase? The HP increased. 3 stars. Nothing happened. 4 stars right here. 30%. Still 10%. And then same thing on the bottom. And then 40%. And then it just stays the same. This is an alright support memory, nothing crazy. Literally, you just want it for the art and that's it. If you guys didn't know, this actually is from an episode. This is the prelude to the movie, the latest movie that came out, The War Hero Mission. It was like them trying to catch some smugglings of like boosting quirk drugs, and they literally was in the beach for like 10 minutes of that whole episode or something like that. Not like 10 minutes in all, but like 5 minutes and then another 5 minutes, or 2 minutes and then another 2 minutes. I really don't remember. Next, we have this support memory right here, which is create those ultimate moves. This is going to be in the banner as well. So let's take a look at it right here. So increases character's critical hit rate by 50% when equipped by a UA high class 1A character. If there are any If there are any UA high teachers on the team, increase your character's plus ultra gauge by 20% when the battle starts. This is the art right here. The 50% is good. Mind you, we do have a free-to-play support memory. That is a UR. That does it better. But if you are literally just starting the game or you can't get that support memory right now, this is a good substitution right here. And also, the fact that you do get plus ultra gauge by 20%, that's good right there when you start the battle. Because, you know, you want to use your plus ultra gauge as soon as possible. So, there you go. And literally, if you guys are questioning, like, oh, what UA high teachers? There's All Might, there's Aizawa, who literally are good characters right there off the bat. There's Hawks, who's still a good character to this day. There's a lot of good. Let's take a look at the 1-star right here. So it's 50%. Did anything change right here? Not that I'm seeing, no. Okay, so this changes to 20%. Nothing changes on the bottom. 25%. And then when it's... Oh, we got a new effect right here. So what is it that changes here? Okay, so and plus ultra move skill impact by 15%. So that's what's added to here. Okay. This support memory is going to be alright when it's maxed out. So if you do want to max it out, by all means you could. But I suggest you hold on to those, to be honest. Next we have the free-to-play support memory that is going to be grindable during the event. Refreshing Flow Noodles. So it gives the character the ability to evade one time when a wave starts. Also increases character speed by 25% when they have the ability to evade. Let's see if this is going to be good, because right now it doesn't sound that good. So increases to 30%. Increases by 35%. Okay, and increases action skill impact by 20% when they have the ability to evade. Okay, now when it has the DX auto skill, it's pretty alright right there, because you are getting the boost in damage. But again, it's only one time you're gonna have the ability to evade, and usually in events there's no waves, like the high difficulty events, so it's just like, this is alright. I mean, again, the damage is good, but you know what, I'm gonna change it to alright. It's alright at best. We're gonna take a look at the final support memory, which everybody has been talking about. This support memory everybody wants badly, and it's not even because if the effect is good or not. Let's just skip to the art right here. The art is absolutely stunning. The dynamic trio, just stunning. And what makes it even better is that it's Bakugo from Season 5, which is one of his best outfits besides the World Hero Mission outfit. So that's just amazing off-rip. And another thing that's cool as well is that Midoriya is using the Black Whip in this art. Hopefully we get a Black Whip Midoriya soon. I know we got Midoriya like last month, but I know damn well if they release a Black Whip Midoriya, a lot of people are going to be summoning. I guarantee it. So let's take a look at it right here. So if there are any STR type characters on the team, increases character's power by 50% for 3 turns when the battle starts. If there are any ABL characters on the team, increases character's critical hit rate by 50% for 3 turns when the battle starts. If there are any int type characters on the team, which are green, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 50% when the battle starts. So if you have a red character, you're getting power boost for 3 turns. If you have an ABL enemy, it increases their critical hit rate for 3 turns. And then if you have any green types on the team, it increases plus ultra gauge by 50% when the battle starts. So let's take a look at the effects, see if anything happens, if anything changes. So far, 1-star, nothing happens. It changes to 20%, right? Okay, so this changes to 20%, this changes to 20%, everything changes to 20%. I think we got an added effect. Did we? Something changed. Hold on, let me see. Besides the numbers, did something change? No, it doesn't look like nothing changed here. Okay, so now it changes to 25%, and then for this, it changes up to 30%. So this is an alright support memory, especially if you're trying to do a lot of damage at the start of the battle. But the art, literally got to get this at the art. So apparently this is a new way to get a support memory as well. You have to complete the main quest chapter 10-13, and then bam, you're able to get the support memory. Now, when I do go over the story mode, which will be later on today, I have to see if we can get the whole support memory, or we are just going to get the support memory and that's it, just the one copy. Hopefully that is not the case though, because the support memory looks very good. And with that, that is basically where we are going to be ending off today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. My final verdict for Uraraka, she is an alright character. Again, if you do want to summon for her, just know she's going to be good for the new All For One stage. I feel like I'm gonna have to, because guys, I said this in my last video, I'm rocking All Might and Fumikage Tokoyami. Fumikage is my good yellow type character. That says a lot right there. Not that saying he's bad, it's just that he needs more help, because All Might, the freedom character, he's not giving him that help that he needs. So with that, guys, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.